Hey guys, welcome back. So today's video, as you probably saw in the title, is going to be a review, demo, and wear test of the Urban Decay All Nighter Liquid Foundation. I got mine in the shade 4.0, and it is a full coverage, long wear, matte finish, waterproof, oil-free foundation that comes in 1 ounce. I purchased mine from Sephora.com and it was $40. So long wear, full coverage, like this sounds amazing. Why? Okay, great. This is definitely the foundation that the Urban Decay foundation line was missing. They had their naked skin, they had their like beauty balms, there's light coverage stuff, but they really needed something to kind of complete, to attract all different types of women. Women who need full coverage, women who don't. So I think that having a full coverage is really good. Of course I'm wearing it now. I just filmed the application, so I've only had it on about half hour to an hour. I don't have any other highlighty products on my face, so if you see any glow, that's the natural glow peeking through. So I did want to mention the packaging is very nice. So the box itself is very metallic and kind of edgy. I like it. It's just your standard Urban Decay box. I think the price point is average. It's actually towards the low end of the high-end foundation prices, so I'm impressed with that. I do like that you get a full ounce instead of, half an ounce or whatever. 1 ounce is pretty standard in the market. And I do like the bottle. I love that there's a lid so it won't make a mess if you're traveling with it. It's plastic, but it looks like metal. It's very sleek packaging. And I like also, you can kind of tell at the bottom, that as you pump foundation out, this line is going to go up. Having some issues, okay. My eyeliner is running a little bit, but that's all right. I look a little dewy, which I'm surprised because I don't consider myself oily and this foundation is supposed to be mattifying. It could be the lights, but so far it's holding up really well. I can't see my spots too much through it. I wouldn't say it looks as good as it did right after application, but it still looks pretty good. So I'll give you a close-up real quick and then I'll check back in one more time before the end of the day. But you can see imperfections through it. So I think right around the 8-hour mark was when it looked its best. I don't know about all-nighter, but my eyeliner today just ran like crazy. I don't know why, but we're having a bad storm, so that could be it. Allergies or something. So my general impressions, I really like this foundation. It is not the kind of foundation where you're not going to see that you're wearing makeup. Like when you wear this, it's full coverage. You're going to know you look like you're wearing makeup. This isn't an everyday foundation for most people, but if you have a lot to cover like I do, then maybe this would be something you would consider. I think the price is good. I think the product lasts a while. I don't think you're gonna love it if you're super dry, but I liked it. I think that the amount of shine that I have now is pretty